Before we go on, I'd like to bring your attention to a brief project launched by a team of volunteers from Ukraine aimed at helping children who have lost one or both parents in the ongoing war in Ukraine. To support this cause, they've established a Kickstarter page, and you can find the link in the description box below. As part of this project, they've created a self-assembly 3D wooden model of the high-mobility artillery rocket system. The model even incorporates a mechanism to simulate the firing of missiles. Additionally, it features a QR code that provides access to an interview with a high-mobility artillery rocket system operator who was involved in the Ukrainian conflict. If you'd like to contribute to their Kickstarter, you're essentially pre-ordering your own model, which will be shipped to you. To purchase a model, simply click the pledge button under the reward option, choose your shipping country and any desired add-ons. As said, the link is in the description. Now, welcome to a new Ukraine war update. I took a short break for about a week, and during this time, a considerable amount of new footage has emerged online. I'd like to discuss this recent content with you now. First, a short situation update. Ukrainian forces launched counteroffensive operations on multiple fronts on August 15. It was claimed that they made advances in Luhansk and western Zaporizhia oblasts. Operations were reported in Bakhmut, Melitopol and Berdyansk directions. Recent coordinates also show advancement near Dubrova. Video evidence indicates Ukrainian forces progress into Robotyne, but later more to this. Additional brigades joined the Zaporizhia oblast effort, also more to this later in the video. In this clip, we can witness an unfortunate incident where a Russian T-90 tank falls off a cliff before being targeted by a Ukrainian FPV drone later. I'll be honest here, I have absolutely no clue how this situation unfolded. Maybe the tank was already targeted and the crew started to panic, causing them to miss the fact that there was a cliff nearby. However, this is purely speculative on my part. Perhaps someone in the comments knows more about this. Russia has released footage of a Lancet drone strike targeting what seems to be a Ukrainian Stryker. The extent of the damage caused by the strike is presently unknown, but this appears to be the first instance of the Stryker in action within Ukraine. The vehicle was likely operated by Ukraine's 82nd Air Assault Brigade in the Zaporizhia region, suggesting that Ukraine has deployed new brigades and equipment into the southern battle. Another video released by Russia depicts a raid on the cargo ship Zaporizhia sailing in the Black Sea. The helmet cam video captures Russian military personnel landing on the ship, inspecting documentation, and conducting inspections within the ship's premises. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, shortly after sunrise on Sunday, their patrol ship, Vasily Baikov, spotted a vessel under the flag of Palau, an island country in the Western Pacific. Equasize, a prominent shipping database, indicates that the cargo vessel is owned and managed by a Turkish company. The Defense Ministry reported that the patrol ship initiated firing from automatic small arms after the ship initially disregarded the request to halt for inspection to verify the presence of any prohibited goods. In a Telegram messaging app post, the ministry mentioned firing warning shots before dispatching a helicopter to deploy a boarding team. The video displayed 8 individuals in civilian attire, seemingly the ship's crew, seated on the deck with their backs to the helicopter, while uniformed personnel approached nearby. After Russian forces inspected the Zaporizhia, the vessel was allowed to proceed to Izmail, the defense ministry said. Izmail is the main export route for Ukrainian agricultural products. If you've watched this video up to this point, I wanted to express my gratitude. It truly holds significant value for me. Kindly consider giving this video a thumbs up to aid in its outreach to a wider audience. Such actions consistently motivate me, and I greatly appreciate receiving your feedback. Additionally, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and enable all notifications for this channel if you haven't already. This ensures that you won't miss any new uploads. Currently, I'm facing challenges in creating videos, so your support holds immense importance. The ISW reported that according to Hanna Maliar, Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister, the counteroffensive operations in the western Zaporizhia Oblast and western Donetsk Oblast, eastern Zaporizhia Oblast directions are ongoing. Maliar also mentioned that Ukrainian forces achieved unspecified successes south and southeast of Staromayost in the direction of Eurasian. This advance continues, with some sources suggesting Ukrainian control over the northern part of the settlement. Alexander Khodakovsky, commander of the Vostok battalion defending near Eurasian, expressed concern about the lack of additional Russian reserves and artillery battalions in the area. He noted that despite efforts, the forces in the region are fatigued and sustaining losses. Russian mill bloggers reported Ukrainian counteroffensive actions near Robotyne and advancements in southern Klishchivka. Maliar added that Ukrainian forces have covered 3 square kilometers in the Bakhmut direction over the past week, resulting in a total liberation of 40 square kilometers since their offensive operations began in this direction. In conjunction with these reports, a series of ground videos depicting the M2 Bradley in combat have recently emerged and re-emerged online. This particular clip, recorded from the turret of one Bradley, captures the vehicle being struck by what was purportedly a 125mm shell. It appears that the Bradley's reactive armored tiles absorbed the brunt of the impact, allowing the vehicle to remain operational. The armed forces of Ukraine have recently upgraded their M2A2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles by integrating the Bradley Urban Survival Kit, complete with Bradley reactive armored tiles. These tiles are a collaborative development between American defense company General Dynamics and Israeli company Rafael. Their primary purpose is to shield armored vehicles from contemporary anti-tank weaponry, encompassing grenade launchers and anti-tank systems. Available in multiple versions, this protection kit takes the form of hinge containers affixed to the front, sides, and turret of the American Bradley IFVs. This enhancement is installed to provide supplementary safeguarding in active combat zones. The version adopted by the armed forces of Ukraine features the Bradley reactive armor tiles, which incorporate an assortment of protective components tailored to specific sections of the Bradley IFV. These reactive armor modules are affixed to a specialized framework mounted atop the IFV's main armor. Even field workshops can execute this installation. The objective is to enhance the combat vehicle's survivability amid the ongoing Ukrainian offensive occurring across various sections of the Russian-Ukrainian war front. In addition to the footage, a video from inside a Bradley was also released. It seems reasonable to conclude that all of these videos were captured on the southern front. Caption this: I am very curious about your comments. Some of you surely remember this video that was released a few months ago. It showed a Bradley hitting a mine during the start of the Ukrainian counteroffensive. The video back then was a leak and was released in poor quality. Now, the same clip seems to have resurfaced with slightly higher resolution. I've already uploaded the same video once, but since it's now available in better quality, I didn't want to keep it from you. From all the videos showing Western vehicles being taken out, it appears that most of them were mobility kills. A mobility kill pertains to a scenario in which a military vehicle, such as a tank or armored vehicle, becomes incapacitated or unable to move due to damage inflicted on its mobility systems, like tracks, wheels, or engine. Although the vehicle might retain operational weaponry and crew, its capacity to maneuver and proceed on the battlefield is hindered, making it susceptible to additional attacks or necessitating recovery support. In this drone video we can see a Czech Mi-24 attack helicopter in service with the Ukrainian Air Force conducting a low-level attack on Russian positions with S-13 unguided rockets. This attack from the climb is used to engage large groups and area targets that are heavily covered by anti-aircraft defenses. The main application involves the use of unguided rockets with indirect aiming, somewhat fired from covered firing positions at longer distances than other attack methods allow. There are widely varying opinions on the applicability and effectiveness when using the currently available targeting technology in combat helicopters. However, it can be assumed that the attack from the climb contradicts the essence of the combat helicopter as a highly mobile precision weapon platform and the intended engagement of small-scale, mobile land and sea objects. The attack from the climb is therefore considered an exception that is used when other attack methods are not possible. Video footage from the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade showcases a Ukrainian tank participating in an offensive operation south of Bakhmut. The video was captured by a GoPro attached to the tank's turret, revealing its maneuvers amidst Russian artillery fire as it engages. It appears that there's hardly any Ukraine war update without footage released by the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade. Some of the Russian counterfire lands quite close to the tank, and at one point we can observe what I believe to be a Grad rocket impacting in front of the tank. In general, it is pretty hard to hit fast-moving targets with artillery, but some of the impacts looked very close. The video is mostly a compilation and shows a huge number of shorter clips compiled. This indicates that the tank was either operating quite long in this area, or that the scenes were filmed during several engagements over a period of time. According to the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade, units of the 83rd Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Russian Federation recently attempted to counterattack in the area of the settlement Andriivka. During this, 3 T-90M tanks and 2 enemy combat armored vehicles were hit, and the 3rd Assault Brigade claims that Russia lost an entire company. Flashes in the area are currently ongoing, and a lot more footage from this location will most likely be released soon. A lengthy helmet camera video has been released from the vicinity of Urozhain in the Zaporizhia region. The video depicts a Ukrainian mechanized assault taking place in an open field. The assault was conducted by a platoon-sized element of YPR-765 APCs. The vehicles advance alongside a tree line, and suddenly the rear vehicle breaks formation, charging through an open field to engage a Russian position with its heavy machine gun from close range. The YPR-765 is a tracked armored personnel carrier that has seen service with various armed forces around the world. Originally developed by the Dutch company FMC Corporation, the YPR-765 has gained recognition for its versatility, durability, and adaptability to various combat scenarios. The YPR-765 has been used by several countries, including the Netherlands, Belgium, Greece, and Chile. It features armor to protect its occupants from small arms fire, shell splinters, and some anti-personnel mines. The level of protection can vary based on the specific model and any additional armor packages. While the armor is not that thick, the YPR-765 still performed well in Ukraine so far given its age and limitations. Armored personnel carriers are often utilized in armored assaults, where they play a crucial role in transporting troops to the battlefield, providing fire support, and ensuring the safety of the troops during the attack. APCs are primarily designed to transport infantry safely and quickly to the battlefield. In an armored assault, APCs carry infantry troops to the edge of the combat zone or directly to the enemy's position. Troops inside the vehicle are protected from small arms fire, shrapnel, and some explosive threats. Many APCs are armed with machine guns, automatic cannons, or even anti-tank guided missiles. These weapons provide fire support to infantry during the assault. APCs can engage enemy infantry positions, suppress enemy defenses, and counter threats like enemy machine gun nests or armored vehicles. APCs are often more mobile and agile than larger armored vehicles like tanks. This maneuverability allows them to navigate through urban areas, forests, and other challenging terrains, adapting to changing battlefield conditions. During an armored assault, APCs are usually deployed in a formation that maximizes their effectiveness. This formation might involve APCs moving in a staggered pattern, providing mutual support and minimizing the risk of concentrated enemy fire. Successful armored assaults require close coordination between APCs, infantry, and supporting elements like artillery and air support. Communication is crucial to ensure that troops inside the APCs understand the evolving situation and the mission objectives. During an assault, APCs can provide suppressing fire to keep the enemy's heads down, allowing infantry to advance. Additionally, their armor can provide cover for dismounted troops as they move from the vehicle to their intended positions. As the assault progresses and the situation requires it, troops inside the APCs may dismount and engage the enemy on foot. The APCs can provide covering fire and support from a distance. It is pretty interesting to see an extended video from the turret gunner of this vehicle. We saw it many times in action from a bird's-eye perspective, but this helmet cam video clearly shows how the gunners experienced these operations on the ground. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video valuable, please let me know with a like and a comment. This also signals YouTube that this video should reach a wider audience. Be sure to visit the Kickstarter page I mentioned at the beginning. I believe it would be wonderful if this channel could assist children affected by the war. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. It's free and you won't miss any new uploads. I apologize for the gap in uploads. I needed a break and I'm still not fully recovered, so creating this video was a bit challenging. I hope you still found it interesting. Until next time.